Welcome to the IHDM, where business and humanity join hands.
Hello guys, this is Wright here again with the IHDM, the Ignite Human Development Movement. This is our channel. The IHDM channel is what we're going to call it. And remember to like, share, subscribe, add comments, and tell other people about this wonderful movement that we're doing. Okay, so anyway, last time I talked about my story, right? And so last time was my story, and this time I'm going to be talking about the Ignite Human Development Movement and what that is about, right? And so anyway, thank you so much for visiting this channel. And there's going to be a lot of great things going on, guys. We literally have just started. This is my second video, and I wanted to give you a little history. First, about me, and I did that. Of course, second, about the IHD movement. We call it the IHDM. Okay, so anyway, some of you know about us already since you've joined our preliminary movement. I wanted to get about 100 people before we went on YouTube, so now we got a good base that can like, share, and subscribe to us, you know, add their comments, you know, and so it'll go that much quicker. So I appreciate everything that you guys are doing, because without you, we couldn't grow. And so we want to grow as quickly as possible, because I want to interview you guys and have just a great audience here, right? And continue to have a great audience. So we can bring you in on an interview, then we can bring you in later when the audience is bigger again, right? And so this is what we're doing here. So anyway, Ignite Human Development Movement. Okay, we call it the largest business / humanitarian movement ever created. We're building our own economic system, parallel economic system in America and other parts of the world, right? And so this thing is big. And let me show you the bigness of it, because sometimes when I talk to people, because I'm a big dreamer, like the biggest one that you ever find, I tell people, you know, I'd be very, very comfortable in a room with Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, you know, Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett, any of these big time dreamers. I would feel comfortable in that room, right? Because I'm on that level of the vastness of how I dream. Unlimited, right? And God has given me that vision, right? And so we are building a whole entire marketplace, worldwide marketplace. And I'll kind of explain that as well. So in 10 years, our goal is to make this a T business. People say, well, Neil, what's a T business? Trillion. What? Guys, most people, they'll blow a fuse from hearing that kind of stuff. That's crazy talk, right? I heard a billion, Neil. Just say a billion. Why do you say that? Because you know what? If you don't believe it, you cannot achieve it, right? Are there trillion-dollar companies out here now? Absolutely. What is Apple Computers worth? 3 trillion, I think, something like that, right? SpaceX, Tesla. You know, of course, they're worth trillions, right? Multiple trillions. So it can be done, right? And the reason I say 10 years or less, because we have something right now called AI, guys, and you guys know. Me and my business partner were talking about this the other day. You're going to have multi-billion-dollar companies with about 3 or 4 people running them. This is where we are, guys. This is where we are now. And so is it possible? Absolutely. There's going to be stupid stuff. This is what we said in the hood, right? Going to be stupid stuff happening in business. So this is why I say, and some of you guys can attest to it, right? You cannot keep your mind limited. You got to think big. Tony Robbins says it all the time. You know, he says the thing about most business owners that I talk to is they think too small, right? And he says people should be thinking of a moonshot. They call it a moonshot, right? This is what Tony Robbins calls it. You know, you guys are dreaming too small. You're dreaming too small. Think about a moonshot, right? And so what we're doing, guys, is a moonshot. And this is the way you think. Like I said, I told you I'm a fiery guy. I'm fired up. When you get on here with me, before this thing is over, if you ain't fired up, maybe this ain't for you. But I'm going to fire you up. Because you know what? Because I'm fired up. And at the end of videos, the end of my videos, I'm going to let you know about it. How fired up I am. You better be fired up. Living here in America, all the things that we have here, all the blessings that we have here, you better be fired up. I'm fired up. So this is what this movement is about. It's going to be a bunch of fired up people getting on here, and we get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And we are going to build an entire economic system and in America and other parts of the world built on peace, love, honor, and respect, right? Nothing else like it, guys. And it's taken years just to get here. And this is what today's video is going to be about. I'm going to go into a little bit of the history of the Ignite Human Development Movement. So with that said, let's start. So in 2020, right after COVID, at that point in time, my book had just came out in 2021. I was thinking about really, pushing my book, Black Boy from the Barrio, and I don't do anything small, so I was going to go all over the place promoting this book and stuff, and so at the end of the summer in 2021, I did a couple of book events and stuff like that, but right after those events, something, came to my mind. Everything comes from a higher power, right? It just came to my mind about doing something different, because although, like I said on the video before, I know I'm going to become a best-selling author, but I think that there's more to me than this, that God wants me to do something else, and so I let the book go, and I started driving for Lyft, and that's when the vision of this started to come, right? And so this is where the vision started. So I started driving and driving and driving. And what I'm going to tell you now just shows you what it takes sometimes to get to where we want to go. I started driving in June, just say July. I remember it was July, right before July, the 4th of July, 4 years ago. Like July 1st, I started driving 7 days a week from July 1st, 2021. You know what I'm still doing, guys? 7 days a week just to get here. So the last 4 years, I've been driving 7 days a week. The only holidays I would have off is, let's see, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. And occasionally I would go down in the summer and spend a couple of days with my family. So 5 days out of the year, somewhere around there, guys, 7 days a week, just to get here. Remember, I said before, I work out 7 days a week too. Do prayer and meditation 7 days a week. This is what it takes sometimes. I don't know, but you know what? I love what I do. I love who I am, right? And it's not work. I love this, but it's work. It takes work to put this effort in. Going to the gym and stuff like that. 3:30 in the morning, just about every day. But I made a quality decision. See, failure is not an option. Going to the gym, not going to the gym is not an option. It's just my lifestyle now. This is what I do. And I teach every day. I have exactly what my day is going to be like. I just checklist. I did that. I did this. I did this. I did this. Right? So now it's just normal to me. This is just the way I roll. Right? And so anyway, I'm just letting you in on a little bit what my mindset is and how disciplined and committed I am for us, right? And I'll continue to be this way because of YouTube. I'm going to be shooting a lot of videos and a lot of content because I know that's going to help us go faster. And so I'm gonna be in your face a lot, right? So anyway, so started kind of putting those puzzles together. I got into start doing things on Zoom, and start getting some of those skills and all those kind of things over the years. And so the year before last, I figured, what entities in America are doing good for humanity? Because remember, we're humanitarians, right? And so, and God brought it to my mind. How about nonprofits? Schools, faith-based organizations, things like that, right? And what do they need? So they need fundraising, right? They're always underfunded, right? That's why you all see that donate button there, right? They're always underfunded. So we said, well, how can we help them? So we decided, well, if we can give nonprofit organizations all the money that they would ever need, right? Because they're doing good in the world already, but they're underfunded. So if we can make them flush with money and give them all the money that they would ever need, then the world automatically is going to become a better place, right? And so that's our thinking. So we says, okay, how can we help them? So we says, well, we don't want to just show them how they can do a lot of bake sales and things like that, So anyway, with my my background in different types of business models, mainly network marketing and some other business models, and I see everything that I did up till now, guys, it was all in God's plan, right? Right? Because my dream is so big, this taken this long, right? Because I just think back just 3 or 4 years ago, I couldn't do this right now because I just didn't have the knowledge and stuff. And so, God doesn't make any mistakes, right? And so, and I was called to do something like you were called to do something. I have this saying, God whispers to us all, but there's only a few that he will call. And you guys know what I'm talking about. And so I have this thing called the daily quote. And so one of my gifts from God was he gave me this unlimited creative mind. That's why every book that I'm going to be writing, I believe is going to be a bestseller. I'm just good at that, guys. I was never good at math and stuff, but I remember back in grade school when the teachers would ask us to write something creative. I'm just good at that stuff. It's my gift. And people say, well, Neil, how do I know what my gift is? This is how you can tell what your gift is. Your gift is the thing you do the absolute best with the least amount of effort. You think about that. It can be sewing. It can be writing. It can be, some people have the gift of gab, right? It can be math. It can be whatever, right? We're given these gifts. But you know what? Most people's gifts will go into the grave. Right? Their songs will go right to the grave, right? Because most people die at 25 and are buried at 75. And as I start making these videos, guys, a lot of that stuff, I have a lot of sayings, right? And a lot of that stuff is in my mind and in my heart. And it just comes out in different forms at different times. And so I'm going to fire you up. I told you on that kind of stuff, right? And so what's the most precious valuable land in the world? You would think the diamond mines of Sierra Leone or the Klondike, the gold in the Klondike in Alaska. That's not true. The most valuable real estate in this world is a graveyard. Because the graveyard houses all the songs that were never written, all the dreams that were never manifested. Right? All the books that were never written. People take it to the grave, guys. They take it to the grave. Don't you take it to the grave. Don't you do that. All right? This is what we about. We ain't taking it to the grave. Don't you do it. When you around me, I'm going to remind you of it. Don't you do it. You were chosen to do something because you are here, right? So anyway, I get a little off track sometimes because I'm a fiery guy, you know? And so anyway, back to the story, you know? So we decided to, because I'm creative, but I don't take credit for it. It all comes from God and the universe, right? To come up with this platform and how we can help nonprofits fundraise. And so we built this marketplace, right? We're still building this marketplace. And the thing about our movement, guys, and some of you guys are on it already, everything that we do on this YouTube platform is going to be sending us over to our own community because we are building our own social media platform, at the IHD movement platform, right? And so that's where all the things are going to be done, where you can buy my books, you can do the merchandise and stuff like that. But YouTube is a really, really good platform because it has the algorithms. It has all that. It's going to send it all over the world. This is going to get us to do it a lot quicker. But we're building our community over there. Of course, it's here too, right? With all the comments and stuff like that. It's going to be here too, right? And so we decided, okay, let's build a marketplace, right? And so, and what we're doing right now, guys, we're building this plane as it flies. And so be patient. We're continuing to build our platform. If you go on our platform now and you go to the left-hand side, you'll see a lot of things are blank yet. So we're building this as we go, guys. Again, I'm still an Uber driver. So we don't have the venture capital, like some businesses that start off that would be able to give us the capital to just put everything here. So we're still doing it step by step. And so just please, guys, be patient with us. We're a debt-free company. We're going to continue to keep it debt-free. Some of the money is going to be going back to you, and it's taken a long time to get here. This is the reason why it goes so slow. One of my objectives is to get out of my Uber car as quickly as I can so I can come be with you guys full time, right? And get things done a lot quicker. I can do a lot more interviews, but I got to get rid of that day job. I appreciate the day job, but that is not my destiny, but it's definitely good for now, right? And so this is the reason why we do things. Takes a little while, takes a little while sometimes, a little while longer. It's been a journey, but I got a great team that we put in all these years and some great people that are loyal, and it's only going to get better, right? And so we decided to build a marketplace. We did beta testing on it a couple of years ago. And what is that marketplace? Okay, that marketplace is something we call the Mall for All. See, I'm good with acronyms. I'm good with titles. I'm good with hashtags, slogans and just taglines, all that kind of stuff. I'm just naturally good at that. I just titles like Black Boy from the Barrio. I come up with those names. I'm just good at that kind of stuff, right? And so that's what we're going to be doing, So anyway, the Mall for All, okay, and it's going to be a marketplace to where we are affiliate marketers with companies. We did beta testing with Amazon, right? And so and you can be affiliate with Walmart. You can be affiliate with Target. You can be affiliate with other companies, right? And what that basically means is if you drive traffic, you're assigned an affiliate number, and if you drive traffic through your affiliate number, that entity, that store or whatever, they're going to give you a certain percentage, right, of the things that the people buy, right? So a lot of you guys are familiar with affiliate marketing. So we're building something called Mall for All, that's going to have a lot of affiliate marketing companies, right? And so if we go to a nonprofit and all we do is in beta testing, what we do is we give them their own little website, their own link. In this case, it was Amazon. And so all we do is get their community to start shopping through Amazon, the one that we build for them. So now they're going to get paid because they're shopping at Amazon already anyway, right? Or Target already, or Walmart anyway, right? And so we're affiliates with Walmart and Target or Amazon. We just have them come through the one our link. And what we do is the money will come to us, and what we do is we disperse. We're partners, right? and we give back 50%, right? From our company, we'll donate 50% back to them on an ongoing basis. So now they got passive income, and we know there's no better money than passive income just through their shopping habit. They're doing it anyway. So now they're making magic money every month, but multiple streams of income. You're getting some from Target, you're getting one from Amazon, you're getting some from Target, Walmart, Amazon, and we're going to have a lot of other ones. That's multiple streams of income. There's nothing else better than that. But we've taken it a step further. We are bringing in network marketing companies as well because they got a lot of great products, right? We know that the network marketing industry does, right? But we're not going to be recruiting or anything like that. We become distributors for that network marketing company. We get into their downline, which means we got help from the upline. And all we're going to do is we're going to have people shop, wholesale retail, right? We got ACN, is here, which ACN has some great products and services. Some companies like AT&T is with them. They have phone services. They have healthcare. They have a lot of different things. Legal Shield, I'm sure you heard of them. They are with us. And we're going to bring in a number of network marketing companies where we are in their downlines. And so say about 10 network marketing companies in different industries, multiple streams of income. And that nonprofit and their people in their community just start shopping, and it's going to be called the core store, right? The one with the affiliates is called the Mall for All, but the other ones with the network marketing company is going to be called the core store, core products, right? And people can come to the core store. They can shop through any one of those network marketing companies. Everything is delivered. We get the money. We give 50% back. But not only that, we have built, and from my network marketing days, I know a lot about network marketing matrices, and so I built a unique payout program where, not only are we going to give 50%, we're going to give an additional 25% for referrals to give people an incentive to refer. So we give up to 75% back to the community. So anyway, we did beta testing with that, guys. We're going to continue to build that. But first, we wanted to build a community. So we got that already. We're already working on that. We're just going to add to that. And so if you go into our, onto our website, you'll see where it says the living room, right? Because the IHDM, I wanted to make it very, very, easy to where like a kindergarten could understand it, right? And so I said, well, let's build a house. Let's build a large digital house. So we're building the largest digital house. And so if you can imagine coming into a house, you're going to come into the living room first, right? And the living room is going to be where the nonprofits, the faith-based organizations, the general population, the businesses, I wanted to bring businesses in here too because I'm an entrepreneur. I love businesses, guys. They make the country better. And I think one of the better ways to make the country better is because we have big time deficit, is to make more surplus in this. As business owners, let's make more surplus to help the debt out, right? And so that's why I'm huge on commerce, right? And so bring those business owners in here. And so now we got the living room, and we got all these people in the general population from the nonprofit organizations, but really our movement is still really, really based on helping nonprofits, right? That's our main key, right? Because they're really, really, really helping the world out, in a lot of ways. The business owners are doing some great things too, but the business owners can, with the nonprofits, the general population can come in there and chat with them. We're building something, guys, that there's nothing else like this out there, right? This is unique. You are a part of something unique, right? And so I hope you're proud of that. I sure am, right? And so they're coming into the living room, right? And so if you think about a house, you walk down through the hallway and you come to the kitchen, right? Now the kitchen is where we're going to be cooking up a lot of stuff for those nonprofits. The kitchen is the Mall for All. It's the core store. We're cooking up a lot of stuff as far as fundraising. That's where all the fundraising happens. Now, in the living room, we're going to have a lot of great things like traditional fundraising. We're going to have everything that a nonprofit organization can think about. because we don't want nonprofits to go anywhere else. There's going to be collaboration. There's going to be training, because we did a survey with Sharon Jones, who's a part of our team, and she's been in the nonprofit sector for over 30 years. We did a survey with her team, and we asked nonprofits what would they want in a community, and they told us they want collaboration, they want training, they want partnerships. They want things like that, and so we're giving it to them. So we're going to give them everything that they want and more. You know, fundraising, training, it's all going to be there, guys, under one roof. And so nonprofits that get in here, they never have to go anywhere else. They're going to be building friendships, all those things, right? So, but our focus is on helping nonprofits, but also businesses to come in here and network. And this is why I'm starting to do interviews and stuff like that. Guys, I want you to come in here and be able to be interviewed, because so we can put you on blast. I want you guys to make more money. I want to make you guys wealthy. This is what I want, right? This is what I want, guys. And it's a very, very affordable program. You guys will see that, for less than $10, less than $8, you can come in here and be a part of our program on different levels, right? I think that's pretty affordable for just about everybody. And this is the way we want it. We want it to be the best and the most affordable for people, because we're going to bring in a lot of numbers here, guys, from people all over the world. And so now, and then the last part of the house, you have the dining room. The dining room is going to be where the people in the living room can, because they can't come into the kitchen because we're cooking up stuff. Dining room is going to be where everything is going to be served. That wonderful platter, those wonderful platters of fundraising and all that kind of stuff, going to come into the dining room, and they're going to go in there and eat. Right? So anyway, so that's what our digital house is about. The IHDM, right? Our digital house. And so what we're doing right now is the kitchen is on ice right now. We did some beta testing with it. We got the business model. We're just going to continue to build on that. But what we wanted to do first, we wanted to build the community, right? We wanted to build the community first, right? And get that going first and get a lot of people on this platform. Start helping business owners. And this is why we're doing this part of it right now, right? And you guys are a part of that to make this thing really, really grow. And so that's what the IHDM is about, guys. You'll be able to, again, we're going to have, in the living room, we're going to have Sharon Jones. She's going to be, who's been in the nonprofit sector for over 30 years. She's going to be doing courses and training and things like that, right? Another person, Vicky Ajami, is going to be in there. She's in the nonprofit sector and can help them out. They both do different things, so they won't be, colliding, right? And I'm going to have the IHDM store in there, right? And that's where you guys can purchase, my books, which I'm going to give 50% back to, you guys. 25% will go to nonprofits, and 25% is going to go back to the IHDM community. We're going to have the IHDM store, right? We're going to have all kind of garb, all kind of gear, mugs, hoodies, all kinds of things, so we can rock our gear and be proud to be a part of this, right? But part of that money is going back to you. And so we're going to be having drawings and stuff, guys, where people are going to be winning things. As we start to build this thing up and start making more money, we're going to start giving things like trips, a weekend or a week's trip to Hawaii. We're going to be gift cards initially. Just think, it's going to be fun, guys, right? It's going to be fun. So once you look at the memberships, you'll see how you can qualify, to where you can have your slip in the hat, so to speak, your ticket in the hat, so to speak, so you can win prizes and stuff, right? Because we want to make this fun. And we're going to be giving a lot to charity and a lot back to you guys. There's nothing else out here like this. You guys are going to meet other people, like my daughter. She's going to be doing some YouTube things with me. And I'm always going to be talking about our wonderful team. You know, guys, and we are doing just some absolutely wonderful things. We're going to get into different countries, we're going to get into different marketplaces, and we are going to blow this thing up. And so, with that said, guys, I think I covered enough with these first two videos to let you guys know a little bit about us. So, again, like, share, subscribe, have comments in there, guys, so we can talk all the time, right? And turn your notifications on to all. That means all notifications, because YouTube sometimes, if you don't push the all button, they might not send it out the way they should. So push that your notifications button on to all, guys. And we are going to get this thing rolling. You know why? Because I'm fired up, and I hope you are too. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.